Champion Errol Spence reacts to Anthony Joshua being stopped by Andy Ruiz. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego in the back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. Thank you guys for all the messages. A lot of people are like, oh, you got it right, Ego, because I seem to be one of the few people giving Andy Ruiz an opportunity and a chance, and he just did the thing. Shout out to Ruiz, his team, Manny Robeles, who, first Mexican heavyweight. Errol Spence reacted to it as well, and he talked about kind of what he thought. So let's bring it up. He said, Anthony Joshua, Errol Spence, he says he better stay the hell away from Deontay Wilder. Wow, facts. Errol's a real one. And then he also said, fuck the pot up, which is true. Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua fucked the pot up playing this game. And I like how he said this as coming from a true fighter. He says, anytime you look at your corner, you know what that means. Bro, that's what I'm saying. Eric Morales was doing it when Pacquiao was on that ass. He said, rematch for the bag. Yeah. Shout out to Andy Ruiz and shout out to Errol Spence for these tweets. But yeah, no one could say anything. Andy Ruiz did the damn thing. Everything stacked against him, And coming from a champion like Errol Spence, he's telling you. And the funny thing is, I can vouch for Errol Spence. He's not saying anything he hasn't previously said before this happened. Because I have an interview with Errol Spence, and he predicted it. He said, I'm going with America. I'm going with Deontay Wilder. He said, I just think he's strong. He's country strong, man down. I got the interview. He's been picking Wilder, and he said, I just think he'll beat Joshua. I don't remember. I don't want to, misquote him, but I don't want to say every angle of the breakdown he got, but the videos are up, so you guys can research it on my page. So, Errol Spence been rocking with Wilder over AJ, and, you see why. I don't see how everyone thought AJ was going to do something, Andy Ruiz has short arms compared to AJ. He looked physically much shorter. Wilder's 6'7", fast as fuck and athletic, and is the hardest puncher in boxing and, destroying people when he does connect. I don't think Joshua would have got knocked down 4 times because I don't think it would have took all that. That's just my personal opinion. But I also agree with Errol Spence saying that he messed up the bag. He did fuck up the pot in the bag because now he's probably going to have to rematch Andy Ruiz Jr. And, that's cool. There's some money there, but you could have got $50 million, 50% of the back end by fighting in America against Deontay Wilder. But you're playing games, you and your promoter and Eddie Hearn, hoping and waiting for it to marinate. And now, you got Andy Ruiz problems. And I know this to me proves everything I've been saying with new media. They did not want to fight Luis Ortiz last minute. They threw it. That's why Eddie Hearn quickly went out to the media to tell the story about how his team was in, disarray and turned down $7 million because they were looking for a way out to, just to blame it on them. But if Andy Ruiz did that, you want to switch to a southpaw who's bigger, who's aggressive, who's hitting like that, who has longer arms, good legs. That's why Wilder Ortiz too is definitely a dangerous fight still, because Ortiz can box and he can bang. It's just what it is. So I think Luis Ortiz, this is what shows what we said in new media. This is why they never made that fight, even when Luis Ortiz was with Matchroom, And even if they did want to get him on the 5 weeks, let's say the $7 million was true and they really were hoping to sign, because Luis Ortiz team, I talked to them, they said there was no contracts ever sent. So how bad did you really want the fight? You didn't pin up no contract. You dealt with them probably through email or text, so you can run back and, blast it out to the media and say, oh, they ducked us, and fight Michael Hunter, Andy Ruiz, or whoever else. Now they're thinking about it. They probably should have fought Michael Hunter. That's what they were probably hoping, but they didn't want to. They looked at Andy Ruiz as shit was sweet. He doesn't have the prototype body. He's much smaller and shorter. And, in the round 3, when Joshua clipped Ruiz, it was looking bad for Ruiz. It was looking like, oh, this could be it. But Ruiz has the heart of a champion, heart of a lion, that Mexican heart. And he got back up and hurt Joshua even worse in that round, or equal, and he hurt him twice. Joshua was scrambling around and falling. Joshua, like Errol Spence is saying, he wanted a way out. He didn't want it, he knew the end was near if he kept going. He was breathing hard. That's what Errol Spence said. He's a fighter. He's seen it. He's known for breaking guys down. Errol Spence is saying, when you look at your corner, we know what that means. We always see it. Like I said, Eric Morales, I think it was Manny Pacquiao, Eric Morales 3. You see Eric Morales and he's just looking like that discouraged look. AJ spit his mouthpiece out. He wanted no parts of the work from Andy Ruiz. So shout out to that man. Looks like they'll probably do a rematch probably in the UK, but that doesn't really give him some major advantage. So that's a lot of pressure on AJ, and it doesn't look like pressure bursts pipes. And that's a do or die fight. That's a do or die fight for AJ, because it'll be like David Price versus Tony Thompson. So they should really think about their next move. For now, congrats. Shout out to Errol Spence for keeping it a buck, but he's saying, and he's been saying the same thing, he's rocking with Wilder. He would have beat AJ, and I said the same thing. Now you see it. Shout out to America. If you're new, consider subscribing. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. We working. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.